Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. Today I have a couple of unboxing slash unbaggings for you. I ordered some more tips and I wanted to show you what I've got. So I have this package and this package. So this one I already opened because I wasn't sure what it was. Um, so It is a set of tips that I got off of Amazon. And the reason I ordered them off of Amazon, even though they are extremely similar to other tips that I purchased, was because I got this entire set for only $4.60, which seemed like such a screaming deal. Now, these are not listed as steel tips. They are listed as, I think, metal alloy. But I wanted to get them because I wanted to try them out. Um, I am a fairly hard presser, and I think being metal rather than plastic, um, I wanted to see how they would do. I like the straightener, and you can see here on the ends, they have the little spacers, so they should fit in pins pretty decently. And it came with the straightener, a 4-placer, a 7-placer, a all-in-one round, and then an all-in-one, this is round but angled. Now, I probably won't use this. I have tried angle placers and I just find that I don't like them. So just personal preference. And I will say, in looking at these steel tips have the multi-placers have those thicker walls that I don't really enjoy. So I don't know if I'll actually use those. Although I did have a subscriber, and I didn't look up her name, so I apologize, but I did have someone tell me that putting the wax in first sometimes makes your glue dots not stick as well to the inside. So if I've tried them with wax and then I go to try a glue dot, maybe that's why it's not sticking like I want. We'll see. I'm going to give it a try and I'll report back. But as far as this goes, $4.60 for 5 tips, I thought that was a good deal. I will put the link below, but I will tell you at the time of filming this, they were unavailable. So I don't know if they just had a run on them. I know I've heard people talking about these, and since they were so inexpensive, I don't know if people jumped on them and that's why they're not available right now. I don't know if that person that I got them from on Amazon just ran out of stock. I don't know. But you can see these are pretty darn near identical to my cat-eared steel tips. They're a little bit longer, it looks like, but pretty darn near identical. So I'm assuming this tip will work for me. And if all I get is this tip and the straightener out of it for $4.60, then I'm going to call that a win. So I can always use the straighteners. And like I said, I'm going to give the multi-placers a try again with my glue dots because I love those. So, oh, and just a side tip for some of you, if you use glue dots. I have tried all kinds of waxes, and if you haven't seen my video, it's one of my early videos about trying out waxes. I'll put a link up there. I tested, just a regular plain pink wax that you get. I tested the heart wax you get from Diamond Art Club. I tested out some other waxes I purchased. I tested out blue tack and some museum putty that I had. For me personally, the museum putty and the blue tack, while they work better than regular wax, didn't work great for me because the weather can greatly affect the performance. And so I found it just both of those kind of at some point got too gummy for me and they would leave some residue that was really hard to get off the canvas. So I preferred the glue dots. So if you're going to use glue dots, you can use them in multi-placers. You can use the micro or the mini. I have used both. I've had people say they only use one mini or one micro dot, and they have to cut the minis. That has not been my experience. I can get a whole mini in a single placer tip. Um, I have to use 2 micros. I don't know if that's just me, if I press them extra hard together, I don't know. But I want to try them in these multiplacers. Anyway, when you load your glue dots in, whether it's in a single tip or a multiplacer, sometimes when we first put in the glue dot and it's brand new, it is so super sticky that it's actually stickier than your canvas. And so when you go to place the glue, the drills on the canvas, they stick to your multiplacer rather than being placed on the canvas. One of the things you can do is put your glue dots in, and when they're brand new, just dot them like this on your clothing. Um, it will pick up little pieces of lint from your clothing. Now, I'm wearing just a knit shirt, so there's not a lot of lint here. Like I wouldn't use like an Angora sweater or something, super fuzzy, but just like a regular shirt, and just dot it like this a few times. And it puts enough lint on the glue dots that they become slightly less sticky. They're still more than sticky enough to, work. But usually what I do when I put a brand new ones, I load a new tip with brand new glue dots is I will dot it a few times and then I will see how it works. And if it's still not placing the way that I want, I will dot it again a few more times. So it sounds crazy, I know, that you're putting basically dirt on it, but it just makes it so that, your glue dots are slightly less sticky than your canvas. So when you go to place, they stay on the canvas rather than sticking to your glue dot, because that's frustrating to continually be placing, and every time you pick up, the drills are still in your pen. So again, I will put a link in the description below for these, $4.60, and it was on Amazon. I don't remember the name of the store, but you'll see it in the link. Now, this one in this pretty package came all the way from Canada. Now, I saw these multiplacers a long time ago, and I had wanted to try them, but because they were from Canada, I thought, ooh, I don't know if I want to pay shipping and all of that, so we will see. So, oh, it comes with a little 3D printed holder because I ordered a set of multiplacers. So this is from a store called We Have a Handle on This, and they are located in Ontario, Canada. And I had seen people talking about these, but again, because of the shipping issue, so I just wasn't sure. It was $14.32 just for shipping. So it can get expensive for those of us who are in the US trying to buy from other places. So what they have done is they have 3D printed holders for these barrels. I don't think they're steel. I think they're just metal, but they're not brass. And then they've made multiplacers out of them. And I just thought, what an interesting idea. Because when you do it this way, it kind of makes your spacing more exact because you're picking up the diamonds, each one is on a barrel, so it makes your spacing and your placement more exact rather than using like the multiplacer wheel or using regular multiplacers where, you can scrunch more. If it's a 3-placer, you can sometimes pick up 4. A 4-placer, you can pick up 5 or sometimes 6 because the wax on the edges, lets you do that. So I was curious to see how these worked. So there's a single placer, a single placer, a 3-placer. This is a 6-placer. There is a 2-placer. Is this 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8-placer and a 4-placer. So they fit very nicely in this lovely little holder, which is awesome. I didn't even realize it was going to come with that, so that's cool. So, interesting. So this one fits down in there fairly good. This one doesn't want to sit down in there. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, I do have a pin and some wax because I wanted to try these out. Now, the kit itself, I want to say it was $35 or $36 plus the $14 shipping. So for me, the total cost ended up being $45.51. So it is pretty steep because of the additional shipping. Now, I went ahead and got the whole set because I figured if I was going to pay that much in shipping, I might as well get all of them and try them. But if you are already in Canada, then, hopefully shipping within Canada is not that crazy. So I have my little pin here, and I'm just going to take out my little plastic multi-placer, and I'm going to try a 3-placer and see. Let me get it in my pin. It is a little hard to force it in there. It does not want to go in as nicely as the other ones. Okay. Since this is just for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to try and force it in there any further at the moment. So, and the holders for these are 3D printed. So you may want to be a little more gentle with them since they're just plastic. And because these stick up above and you can kind of make, a fulcrum there to bend them one way or the other, it probably wouldn't take a whole lot of strength to snap these, so I'm not going to try and force it. So, not to say that they're not sturdy. I mean, they're plastic, so they are, but so I'm going to load some wax in there. So that was pretty simple. And my little OCD heart loves looking at all the little holes it makes, so that's fun. And then let me just find a tray here, and I will dump out some drills, and we'll see how well it picks them up. Oh, so see, you can see how they're pretty evenly spaced compared to what you might pick up with just a regular multi-placer. So yeah, I can't wait to try these. Part of the reason I bought these is because I struggle with anything bigger than a 4 multi-placer. And so because this came with the 6 and the 8, I thought, well, maybe because these are all kind of the individuals, I will have a little bit better luck with my placement. Because if I use anything bigger than a 4, I find that my drills kind of start getting all wavy. And maybe if, when I pick them up, I'm only picking up the amount that I want. Because that was one of my things with the 6-placer. I would find I was picking up 6, or instead of just 6 drills, I'd be picking up 7 or 8 each time. And so then I was having a hard time kind of judging because they were kind of hanging off the edge of the tip. So I'm really curious to see how well these work. So, yeah, so it's easy to load them, but with the wax and stuff, but I am, yeah, definitely very curious to see how it works with the larger multi-placers. But I love this little diamond that it comes, the stand that it comes with. That's so cute. So again, I will put a link to these items below. And like I said, I bought this set of multi-placers. You can buy all of these individually if you want. But then you don't get the little fancy diamond holder. So I need something way bigger than this with those kind of holes to hold my pens. I should look for something like that. I don't think I've looked for anything like that. I just have my pens all kind of shoved in a jar, which is probably not great, but that's what I do. Anyway, I will put a link to both of these items in the description below. Both the, we have a handle on this, multi-placers, and the set of tips that I got on Amazon. So, as always, guys, if you like this video, before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.